Hi, I'm Steve Kritz with Douglas Vacuum and Allergy Relief, and what I want to talk about today is how do you know when it's time to maintain your vacuum cleaner. I get a lot of calls from my customers in Chicago. They say, hey Steve, how do I know when? It's a real simple telltale. When the machine stops picking up the dirt properly. The best way to gauge it, a vacuum cleaner should take one lap, in other words, one motion forward and one motion backwards over the same patch of carpeting to remove the dirt. If that's not happening and it's taking 2 or 3 or 4 laps, you've got a maintenance issue. So there are 3 kind of telltale signs or 3 things that you can check. The brush bar and the belt, which we covered under a separate video already. And now we're going to talk about suction. Suction can be impacted or reduced, I should say, by a couple of things. The first and most obvious thing is if your bag is overfilled. Change the bag. The more airflow that can run through the bag, the better suction the machine has and the better it can pick up its dirt. So if the bag is overfilled, it will cut down on airflow. Now, a lot of my customers in Chicago have Dysons, which don't have bags. Same theory. If the bin, the dump bin, is overfilled, it's going to cut down on suction. So that's the first thing I want you to do is check the bin or the bag. Easy solution. The second thing I want you to check is the pre-filter. The pre-filter is usually found right behind the bag, right below the bag, right alongside of the bag, but in that general area. If you have a Dyson and it's a canister, I'm sorry, not a canister, a dump bin, the pre-filter is usually mounted at the very top of the dump bin. On some of the older models, it's on the side. But I want you to check that pre-filter. If that pre-filter is clogged, that's going to reduce suction. If the pre-filter needs to be cleaned, and if you're a pet owner, you're going to want to clean that pre-filter once a month. If you're not a pet owner, you can get away with cleaning it every 3 to 4 months. And the way you clean most pre-filters is simple. You either shake them out and then rinse them like a sponge. You use clear water, no soap, no detergents, and you let it dry, bone dry. Please do not put a damp or moist filter back in the machine, because what will likely happen is you'll suck moisture into the motor and burn out your vacuum. So do not do that. Let it dry overnight or for a day. So the pre-filter is a real important thing to check. The final thing I want you to look for is clogs. So unplug the vacuum. You don't want to work on your machine when it's plugged in. So unplug the vacuum, turn it over and look inside where the brush bar is and look for obstructions. Then look inside the internal valves or internal tubing. And you should be able to see a clear airway or blow through the airway. Take a look at the hose on the vacuum cleaner, see if there's an obstruction there. If you find an obstruction and you can't get it out, then you need to bring it to a professional and have it removed. If you have any questions or you need any troubleshooting tips, please give me a call. My name is Steve. I'm the owner of Douglas Vacuum and Allergy Relief in Chicago, and I can be reached at 773-281-8227, and I'll look forward to hearing from you soon.